Hello everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here, Yeehaw, and I am here with that very important question that I pop every time a new Pokemon comes out. The question that I popping the questions about getting married. Well, this is kind of like getting married. This is whether or not you should buy this new Pokemon. Today we are talking about Delphox. Delphox, the newest attacker coming to Pokemon Unite. It is a ranged attacker, very much a mage style character. You're doing damage from a distance. Your abilities are something you throw at the enemies to hit them. There is a moveset that has you dash around. I'll talk about that in a moment. But this really feels like a mage type Pokemon for sure. I mean, look, it's got a magic wand. So that all makes a ton of sense. This Pokemon is 10,000 coins or 575 gems. I can't remember exactly. There's a bundle to get it with Hollowware, but you would only be buying it for gems. So if you really want the, sir, this is a Wendy's Hollowware, then I say go for it. Otherwise, gems, probably not the way to go if you've got the coins. So should you buy Delphox? Let me talk about the pros, cons, things you're going to run into with this Pokemon, and then you can make that decision for yourself. I will also give you my recommendation on this Pokemon. Of course, it's very personal. Everyone will have a different take on this Pokemon, and I'm just going to give you mine. So let's go through some of the cons. I'll start with the cons. Everyone's going to take this. So when you first get one of the brand new Pokemon, good luck getting it in the game. You can favorite it, but a lot of people are going to be fighting over it for at least a few days. Usually that kind of dies down because every Pokemon has crazy hype around it, and then people go, oh, I actually still like playing Sword or whatever, and they start bouncing off this character, and that happens all the time. But at first, it's going to be really, really hard to play whatever new Pokemon comes out. It's just really tough to get it. I got to play it a ton tonight, but as I was solo queuing, there were also matches that, people aren't going to hop off it. This Pokemon is also super squishy, so it feels like one of the most frail Pokemon in the game. It has some of the lowest defenses in the game, not the lowest HP, but pretty low HP, and it's not incredibly mobile, so you feel very much like a glass cannon. That being said, you're also not super cannony. Cannon being insane damage output, so it's not like when Duraludon came out and you're doing over 130,000 damage a game. It's actually different, but very cool, and I will get to that here in a moment. I guess one of my big issues, this is a minor issue with this Pokemon. One of my issues with this Pokemon is that its dash, I don't think, is very good. So its dash ability, I think it's called Flame Charge. Let me pull it up so I get the exact name of the move right here. Yeah, Flame Charge. Flame Charge, I think, is pretty... It's weird. It almost turns Delphox into a Cinderace, but Delphox is not a Cinderace. Delphox is a Delphox. Thank you all for being here. So Delphox, it just doesn't feel like what this Pokemon should be doing. Kind of this Flame Charge, maybe Mystical Fire build. It just doesn't seem to work. However, there is a build that I really love. Let me talk about two of its moves, Fire Blast and Mystical Fire. I think both of these moves are pretty good. I like Fire Blast more right now, even though Mystical Fire does lower your cooldowns of your other moves. I still enjoy Fire Blast. I feel like I'm doing more damage with it. I'm hitting in a bigger area. It's easier for me to kind of do what I need to do, wipe enemy Pokemon, clear wild Pokemon. So I like Fire Blast more than I like Mystical Fire, but I could see people going either way. However, there is one move on Delphox that is so freaking good. I love it so much, and that is Fire Spin. Fire Spin is freaking great. I love Fire Spin. Fire Spin is crazy. It is a vortex of fire that you put down in a designated location, and then it actually follows enemies. It follows them around. It goes and gets them. It will follow them, and then when it catches up to them, it spins them around and stuns them and knocks them up. It's crazy. Fire Spin is crazy. I think, if anything, we might see a buff to some of Delphox's other moves slightly, and a nerf to Fire Spin. Fire Spin is insane. It is some of the most fun I have had with a character in a long time is fire spinning with Delphox. I'll just say, I have my notes here. Guys, I'm just ripping up these notes. Look, I have to lay it out there. Delphox is so freaking fun with Fire Spin. It is so fun. It's so specific. Try it out in practice mode, okay? Don't just buy it right away because I think it's so fun. But this is one of the most fun Pokemon. This is the most fun I have had with a new release in a while. And it's not that it's crazy overpowered, even though I think Fire Spin's insane. Fire Spin is insane. It is so... I can't get over how much fun I have using this move, how disruptive it is, how annoying it is. Fire Spin is crazy, and it will probably get some sort of nerf because I think it's just going to drive people insane. I don't know if we're going to see this Pokemon competitively. There's always a question as to whether or not competitive teams pick up a new Pokemon. Between Fire Spin and its Unite move, which I'll talk about here in a second, I actually think there is some chance that this Pokemon could be played competitively. I doubt you're going to see it in the central area, although you might split the center maybe with a Sylveon and a Delphox. The thing about Delphox is it actually has pretty good secure early on, so its Ember and Will-O-Wisp abilities both are set up pretty well to secure in path. So I could see teams trying to run this in the bottom path. The thing about this Pokemon is using Fire Spin, you don't have to be anywhere near a fight, and you're still extremely disruptive, and that's pretty incredible. And then it has a crazy Unite move. It has the lowest Unite move timer in the entire game. No one unites faster than this Pokemon. Because of that, I was running Energy Amp and Buddy Barrier on it. You're just uniting in every single fight. I was getting my Unite back in 30 seconds after clearing some wild Pokemon. It was pretty crazy. Its Unite move is this area effect. I believe it's called Fanciful Fireworks, right? Yeah, Fanciful Fireworks. The fireworks are quite fanciful, and they are fireworks. So you put this big area effect down, you do damage over time inside that effect. It just keeps popping up with damage, and then at the same time, it hurts enemies' ability to heal. We are not sure exactly how much their HP recovery is reduced in this time, but it is reduced. And I feel like I'm throwing this on objectives, I'm throwing this on goals, I'm throwing this just around in fights, and I don't know, we're cleaning things up. I love it. I think you might see this Pokemon in some sort of competitive setting again, mainly because of Fire Spin and Fanciful Fireworks. If any of that sounds good, then I would say Delphox is for you. I rarely give this recommendation because I'm always hesitant to say go out and buy a Pokemon. I always think that's a little dangerous. This Pokemon is very, very specific. I would say watch some videos, of course, play around with it in practice mode, but I have to tell you, I'm really enjoying this Pokemon. It's so fun. I don't know exactly where I'd throw it on a tier list right now. Right now, I'm thinking it's probably A tier, but solo, you could run into some problems. I mean, you're a really squishy mage Pokemon. At the same time, you just kind of throw your Fire Spin and just watch them spin over there and hit them with a ton of damage. So right now, again, this has been one of my favorite releases in a long time. I'm really loving Delphox. It's not Duraludon overpowered, but I think there's a reality where they nerf my favorite move inside of its kit. So always something to consider with that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else around the should you buy that is very, very important. I don't really think so. It's Unite rocks. Fire Spin is awesome. I'm having a ton of fun with it. So that's where I'm going to leave you with Delphox. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. I always like putting out a should you buy with the Pokemon. This is probably the strongest recommendation I've had in a while for should you buy this Pokemon. But again, you need to know that this is a specific kind of playstyle. All right, I love you all. Goodbye. Mwah!